What is up, Hustle family? It has been a minute, I know, since I've made a video, and that is really what I'm doing here. I want to explain to you guys something, and that is I've been going like crazy. I've been going like the Roadrunner just did a ton of cocaine, and he's not stopping. So I'm up walking around right now because I want to show you my living room. First off, we upgraded the fish tank. We had like this octagon 20-gallon, and we updated to the 32-gallon BioCube Coral Life, whatever. It's like a $300 fish tank. Got at Goodwill, surprisingly, for 25 bucks. So, but I mean, I've been picking like crazy. We got these candy machines over here. I just got a bunch of these candy machines, and these are all retro. With these actually came these 1950 candy machines as well. We got these two guys. We got like a random vacuum in the living room with the this is, you know, we got statues, we got lamps, we got a fat dog named Mocha, but we got a bunch of these parts too. We got all these different 1950s. We got another one of these stands here. We got this guy, which you guys might have already seen. This big shop cabinet. Beautiful on the inside. I almost want to keep it, but I've been going crazy. We got this old like shield type deal. Haven't even researched it yet. I've been so busy, but we've just been going like crazy. So I haven't had time to make a video, and I apologize to you guys. We're gonna make it up today, and we're gonna show. Oh, let me set you guys down right here. Okay, there we go. The stand did not want to cooperate with me. But anyways, guys, what we want to talk about is, this was September 18th last month, and this was about 10 minutes ago, 10, 15 minutes ago. And I'm not posting that to brag. I'm posting that to say this is possible, to go from this to this. And there's a few things that I've done that I feel have really... they've been the things that have built the stepping stones that have brought me from point A to point B, and you know, we're staying kind of steady there. So the first thing is, and you guys are gonna say duh, but I promise I have some things maybe you haven't thought of. The first thing is I've just been out more. I've been out sourcing more. I've been spending 3 or 4 hours a day in the thrift store, and I know that that's not, you know, that's not something that everybody can do. Hi, Mocha. I know that's not something that everybody can do, but this is just what I've been doing. You know, like I said, I'm not going to tell you guys what to do. I'm just going to show you the process, you know, and that's what I've been doing. I've been out sourcing more. I've been listing more. My death pile has been going down exponentially. One of the main things is I made a rule. Since I have such a death pile, before I go out sourcing again, I have to list between 10 and 20 items. I have to list them on at least eBay, if not Mercari as well. And that's something that's really helped me tackle my death pile, get more listings out there, because the more listings you have, the more potential you have to sell things. Say someone is searching a category, you know, say they're searching clothing, they come across a clothing item you have that they like, all of a sudden they see the view this person's store right there, so they click it, and now you're selling anything on your store. So the more you have out there, you know, the more baited hooks you have in the sea, the more chances you're gonna have of a bite, you know, the more chances you're gonna catch a fish. And if you're throwing a net out there, you can catch a bunch more than if you just have, you know, a couple little hooks out there. So that's kind of how I think about that, and that's something that's really helped me, I believe. Another thing, and really a main thing that I feel has helped, is sharing on social media, in particular on Twitter. What I will do is I will just take, say, I don't know, let's take a kitchen knife. Say you're selling a kitchen knife, and I know that's pretty cliche, but you have an old hickory Chicago cutlery full tang wood-handled knife, okay? A nice old knife, but it's only getting a couple views here and there. I'm gonna try and sit to where it's blocking that. Mocha can help. But say you have that knife and it's only getting a couple views, you know, you can put any item in there, but we're gonna use that as an example. share it onto Twitter with at least 15 relevant hashtags. And you do not need a Twitter following for this. I don't have a Twitter following, but it has directly correlated to some awesome sales. So what we would do is we would share that to Twitter, and we would say, an awesome vintage knife, exclamation point, and then when you click share on your item, it's already going to have the link built into it. So all you got to do is talk about it, click share, and it's going to go to anybody on Twitter that's looking at those hashtags. They don't need to be following you, they don't even need to know you exist, but that link will show up in their feed if you put the hashtag there. So we're talking, here's your post, an awesome vintage knife, exclamation point, hashtag culinary, hashtag vintage, hashtag knife collector, hashtag full tang, hashtag stainless steel, hashtag USA, hashtag made in USA, hashtag made in America, hashtag Chicago, and and those were literally just things I rattled off the top of my head. We can go, say you have an old rock and roll t-shirt, say you have an AC/DC t-shirt, a tour shirt, check out this awesome piece of history or awesome rock and roll history. Say it was, from 20, 30 years ago, hashtag vintage concert tees, hashtag concert, hashtag bands, rock, AC/DC, tour shirts, tour merch, concert merchandise, band merch. There's all these hashtags you can use, and there's hashtags for any item at all. I have sitting right over there, which you guys, you may or may not have seen it when I was walking around, but I have this blue and white cube that's about 3 feet tall. It's a Flow Sciences filter container for, if you ever seen at like medical labs, sometimes if they have hazardous material, they have the chamber set up. You stick your hands in the gloves, and then it's an airtight chamber. It's a filter box for one of those. And they were like, how the heck do you describe this? Hashtag lab equipment, hashtag lab, medical supplies, medical equipment, filtration systems, air purifiers. There's a hashtag for anything out there. So rant over, but number 2, sharing to Twitter has seriously changed the game for me, and I really suggest that you try it. Number 3, and I'm going to leave you with 3 because you want to try and tackle just as much as you can handle at once. And if you're trying to scale your eBay store like we are, you don't want to focus on too many things at once. And that's really going to be number 3. That's going to be laser your focus. If you are someone that doesn't have the listings, but you're spending time out thrifting and just accumulating more, you're being too loose with your time. You need to schedule yourself, and that's one of the hardest things for an entrepreneur to do, in my opinion, is actually set that schedule, because you are, you're completely free-flowing in your day. At least once you go full-time, you have all this time, and sometimes you can't motivate yourself or discipline yourself to focus on one task, which would be the most important task. So whether you need to get motivated in listing, whether you need to get motivated just to get up in the day, I usually go to bed around 8:30 at night. I'm usually up around 4:35, and at that point I am, morning stretching, morning meditation. I am checking the market, checking market news. Stock market opens 7:30 a.m. here. I'm on that. I do that until about 9:30. Well, I do that until about 8:30 actually, because at 9 I'm always at the thrift store, the one thrift store if you've watched any of the videos, and I'm there for about 2 hours right there. I'm there from 9 to 11. Then I go home, I ship everything for the day. I check my new orders on Amazon, Mercari, Posh, and eBay. Every part of my day is structured. In the evenings, I list, unless I need to do a listing before sourcing the next morning, and that's usually when I get that done. I will go sourcing in the morning, and in the evening I will list. So I get my 10 to 20 listings done every evening. So it's really just about finding where your time is the most valuable. Say you're gonna go shopping with $24 and you have to get breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. You know, $24 is your 24 hours in a day. How are you going to spend your hours? If you think about each hour like a dollar bill and you're spending it, I'm giving, you know, 45 cents to a shower in the morning. I'm giving, you know, an hour and a half to eating throughout the day. I'm giving, you know, $1.50 out of my $24 to eating every day. You know, because you have 24 hours in a day, and really lasering your focus and planning how you're going to spend those 24 hours, that is something that I really feel will kind of fine-tune everything you're trying to do, and you get that rhythm down. So anyways, those are 3 things that I really feel have helped me. I hope they help you. I'm sure a lot of you, you know, have your routines and you already know these things. Maybe it's just implementing them that you really need to kind of hone in on. But get out there and do it, guys, because the only person you're holding back is you, and the only thing you have to lose is what happens, you know, 10, 20 years down the road, and you look back and you're like, man, I could have done it. It was right there. I could have done it. Just do it. Get out there and just do it, and I hope you guys have an amazingly profitable week, amazingly profitable weekend, and over anything, I hope you truly enjoy what it is you're doing, because you are building a life for yourself, and it may not come fast, and it may not come easy, but it is something you're building. You're building a foundation, and that's the only thing we can do right